So there's a few things that need to happen at this point. First of all, we need to create a dispatcher object in order to pass to our framework constructor here, and that's going to happen in our front.php file where we instantiate our framework. Second, we need to create a response event class in order for this to be valid code. It will inherit from the base event class. And finally, we need to add a listener to test out our code to make sure it's actually working. Let's go back to our resource pack directory. Next, we're going to copy this response event.php and go over to our example folder. And we're going to put this inside of our simplex folder. We can figure this out by looking at the namespace within this file. I'm going to rename this response event.php. Let's open this up in our editor. So you can see that the namespace is simplex. So in order for this to be auto-loadable through our PSR0 standard, this will need to exist inside of our simplex folder. This class is very simple. So all it does is extend from event, which again is a base class inside of our event dispatcher. You remember these were the two that we passed in through the constructor inside of our framework.php file, request and response. We set up our constructor and we pass two values through that, a response and a request variable. We're assigning two properties into our class, the response and request properties. And then finally, we add two getters in order to get our response and our request variables. So really, all this class does is provide a wrapper for these two properties that we're going to be working with. Okay, so now if we take a look at our framework.php file and we see down here where we create our dispatcher and we create a new response event, this will load in automatically because response event is wired up into our auto-loading structure, so we'll get it without having to do anything else. We didn't have to add a use keyword because we're already in the namespace simplex, just in case that was bugging you a little bit.